Hi, my name is Lauren Proofer. I'm a longtime vegan and MD and the blogger from Speedy Vegan Kitchen. For this week's video, I'm just going to talk about a topic that's been on my mind a lot recently, to be honest, and I'm sure it's bothering a lot, or at least some of you guys too, because it's fatigue, and fatigue is super common. It has so many different causes. This video is more for those of you who are already generally healthy. You've maybe gone to your doctor, you've had a workup, your blood work looks okay, or maybe you're considering doing that, and you're just wondering if there's more to this fatigue thing, if there's more you could be doing about it to address it. I'm going to start off by talking about diet. In order to look at these dietary aspects, you probably do want to be taking a food log, just recording everything you eat for a couple days, seeing what all your levels are like of these various nutrients. That's the best way to just diagnose these things and see where there's room for improvement. And I'm going to go through these topics in kind of the order loosely of most to least common. So first of all is iron. Basically, vegans and vegetarians need more iron than other people. And the reason for this is that non-heme iron is less absorbable. We know that vegans and vegetarians typically have low iron levels, though generally their rates of anemia are not all that much higher than the general population. But if you're a woman of childbearing age or you're an endurance athlete, you are at risk. So how much iron do you need? To be on the safe side, I'd recommend twice the daily limit for non-vegetarians. So if you're a woman, likely you don't need quite that much. The research isn't all that great, but if you're feeling low energy, it might be a worthwhile intervention to kind of get on top of things before anything else happens. Second of all, B12. So this is another nutrient that tends to be low in vegan diets, and you should be making sure that you're either using fortified products like fortified cereals or breads or almond milks or nutritional yeast, or you're taking a supplement. That's the best way to stay on top of your B12. It does tend to be low in the vegan diet. Third up, we have just not getting enough calories. So this is a common problem actually for a lot of vegans or vegans who are actually trying to lose weight. If you're not getting enough calories, you're just going to feel poorly and your workouts will suffer, you wake up feeling tired. If this is happening to you as a dieter, it's likely that you've cut too steeply and you're kind of beyond what your body is comfortable handling. It's probably actually going to be better for your weight loss to take a more gradual approach and not get these terrible dips in energy. So I'll put some tools below so you can calculate kind of what your recommended daily intakes would be and make sure that you're falling close to those ranges if you're not trying to lose weight, and that your cut is kind of no less than 500 calories if you are trying to lose weight. Along with that is protein. So if you're not getting enough protein in your diet, it's pretty rare in North America to actually have a legitimate protein deficiency, but everyone should be getting about 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. If you're training really hard, if you're an endurance athlete, if you're building muscle, you're a power athlete, you probably do want to be getting more protein than that, at least 1.2 grams per kilogram, maybe even more depending on what your goals are. If you're not seeing the gains you want despite training and resting adequately, if you're having these like nagging injuries that aren't healing, try upping your protein. I will usually up my protein to 100, 120 grams during stressful week, during high volume weeks. I think it helps a lot for me with injury prevention. So if you are asking a lot of your body probably needs more. Just keep that in mind. Next, we have vitamin D. If you live in the northern hemisphere like I do, all winter you're not getting enough sun, you're likely low in vitamin D, you need to be supplementing. I recommend 1,000 international units a day because that's the amount that prevents cancer. If you want to find out more about that, just watch my other video. I've linked it at the end of this one. Next, we have fats. So fats are super important for cognitive function, hormone balance, and in all the membranes of every cell of your body. So even though certain types of fats like trans fats are really bad for your heart, other fats are really important for normal body function. And I know a lot of us say that we like to avoid fats to be healthy or lose weight, but a lot of the time this will impact your energy level. So for every meal you want to be getting, if you're a female, 1 thumb of fats per meal. If you're a male, 2 thumbs, so double that. And that's going to allow you to get the adequate amount of fats without having too much, because fats are obviously calorie dense and they're easy to go overboard on. The other thing that might be helpful if you're having low energy is omega-3 supplementation. Some studies have shown increased energy, improved mental function with omega-3 supplementation. If you're a vegan, that's going to be either an algae supplement or just including a tablespoon of chia seed or flaxseed into your diet. Finally, we have cruciferous vegetables. So though these vegetables are super great in terms of maintaining weight, preventing your cancer risk, and have a lot of really great health benefits, consuming them more than once a day, especially in their raw form, can actually act as a goitrogen, meaning that they reduce your thyroid hormone function, which leads to weight gain, fatigue, constipation, dry skin, brittle nails, dry hair, all that stuff. So you want to really be careful if you are juicing, if you're doing a lot of raw veggie cleanses, that you're not eating too many of these vegetables. A couple servings a week, great for you. More than once a day is probably too much, and you may actually be decreasing your health. You're having too much of a good thing. Finally, with diet, obviously the whole quality of your diet. So as a vegan, vegetarian, you want to be focusing on a whole foods, plant-based diet and eating things in their natural state as much as you can. That means minimal processing, minimal additives, and avoiding processed sugar, refined flour, all that stuff. All of that is going to help to improve your energy, make you feel more healthy, and help you control your weight. All right, so next I'm going to move on to drinks and fluids. So first off, the number one, probably biggest contributor to fatigue in most people is dehydration. 75% of the population is actually chronically dehydrated, and they don't even realize. If you're dehydrated, you probably have dark pee, you have headaches, you have mental fogginess, you have aches and pains all over your body, and reduced strength. You want to be drinking at least 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. You'll need more than that if you're an athlete, if you're really active, or if you live in a hot or dry environment. Second off is caffeine. So caffeine just messes with your energy levels, and it's also going to impact your sleep. And don't forget to look at hidden sources of caffeine like pre-workouts. Some of them are hugely loaded with caffeine. Energy drinks, I hope I don't even have to say, lots of teas, some foods, even cold and sinus medications. Some of those contain caffeine, and those will keep you awake at night. So look at your medications, look at your supplements, make sure that you're not taking anything with caffeine too much past noon, and that should help you sleep better. Finally is alcohol. So alcohol is a couple-fold. First of all, it's dehydrating. Second of all, it impairs your liver function. So while your liver is processing alcohol, it doesn't process all the other toxins and metabolites within your body. Those accumulate, making you feel tired. Finally, there's lifestyle factors. So obviously getting enough sleep, and not only getting enough sleep, but having a consistent sleep schedule. Next, we have exercise, and exercise is so important for your energy. I can't stress this one enough. You should be exercising, moving your body every single day. And this doesn't have to be intense exercise. You don't have to be hitting the gym or working out. You could be walking, getting outside, stretching, doing yoga. Do something active every day. Just take that time for yourself. Make sure you're getting that in. Expending that energy will create so much more energy within yourself. It's going to do so much for your overall health, your mood, your cognition. Just exercise. And finally, we have stress. So research has shown that 50 to 80% of all cases of fatigue are caused by stress and mental or emotional factors. So that's huge. That means that there's likely some impact of stress or emotional tension that's contributing to your sense of fatigue. So look at all aspects of your life. Look at what's happened recently, what's happening right now, and what will be happening in the future, and try and figure out if any of those things are contributing to your stress level and what you can do to minimize them. Often we have relationships with people in our life who are toxic, or maybe some of us are overly perfectionistic and set really high expectations to ourselves that are exhausting to achieve. At the end of the day, you need to kind of do an assessment of what's causing stress in your life and what can be done to minimize it. It's so important for your overall health and your general well-being. Obviously, I know some of you, it's difficult to cut down on some of these things, to take time for yourself. Maybe you have kids or a really busy job, and I totally understand that, but even sometimes taking a couple minutes for yourself, 10 minutes to do meditation. I used to do yoga in the on-call room, and it was a little gross, but I returned to my patients feeling refreshed and energized and ready to deal with whatever it was they were going to throw at me. So it's really important that you take the time to take care of yourself. Set aside a little bit of time for yourself every day to recuperate your energy so that you can do better for yourself and for others. There are a lot of different medical things that can cause this, from nutritional deficiencies to hormonal deficiencies to medical conditions to diseases. Even mental health issues will chronically cause fatigue. So there's a lot of different conditions that can cause this. So if you are having a lot of fatigue, go and see your doctor, get yourself checked out, make sure that there's nothing sinister going on. I don't want to worry you even more, but you should go and get checked out for sure. So I hope you all liked the video and found it helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great videos. Next week I will hopefully be doing another cooking video, and be showing you how to cook up something tasty and vegan. Thank you all so much for joining me this week. Let me know in the comments if you ever had fatigue, what it was like, and what you did to actually get over it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all next week.